Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
Lone Star Radio on my mind. So won't you kick your feet up if you have a minute?
Welcome to the Texas Ticket. This is Armando with my co-host Travis Bryant from Margaritaville.
Hi there.
Welcome, Travis.
Hi, it's good to be here.
Man, I'm so glad I got a buddy with me today.
Yeah, nice. I haven't sat in front of a microphone like this in a while. It's good to be back.
Man, I am glad to see a friendly face. And you know, you're out at Margaritaville now, and we met years ago. Another lifetime,
it seems like it.
You know, it seems like time's going slow, but at the same time, when I look back, it's so long ago. I'm not sure what that's all about.
I don't either. You know, I had an old guy, a sales guy that I used to work with a long time ago, older guy, and he had this saying that went, life is like a roll of toilet paper. The closer you get to the end, the faster it goes.
That's so true. That's so true. And just a brief background, you were with us during the Texas Renaissance Festival several years back. We worked together there and supporting the festival and through the years. And one of the largest events in our area. It brings something like 800,000 visitors annually. Yeah. And its season's about to kick off here shortly.
Yeah, really.
But now you're out at Margaritaville with a fresh start and doing some new stuff. How long have you been out there?
Just finished my third year, August 10th.
That's
so,
outstanding.
yeah.
It's outstanding. Beautiful place.
Yeah.
Property's gorgeous.
Yeah, it really is. They've really done a great job. You know, it opened as Margaritaville in 2019. It had previously been La Torreta Lake Resort. But the Margaritaville brand really fits out there, you know, out there on the lake and just the laid back atmosphere and the spirit of Jimmy Buffett. So I was really excited when I got to come on board 3 years ago. And then the short time that I've been there, it's, you know, we've really seen an increase in the amount of events. And I know we're going to talk about that a little bit later, but of the events and concerts and music and live entertainment and all those kinds of things, which has made very, very exciting time to be there for me.
And you've got magic events, casino events, you've got aqua events, the water, everything from fishing to wakeboarding and some of those. And we'll get into a little bit of that and let you kind of give us some details.
Yeah.
So folks, stay to the end. We'll have the Texas Ticket segment of the show where we'll give you an update on the calendar of everything going on at Margaritaville that we want to highlight for this week's episode, and a few other local area events that might make you a little more Texan if you show up. But let's get this episode started. Okay. We've got a great show today. Well, I think it's going to be a great show. I hope it's a great show.
Of course it's going to be a great show.
And I've got Morgan Ashley here with us today. Morgan
here.
Ashley, welcome to the show.
Hey,
welcome.
So glad to be here.
I'm glad you made it. I'm blessed to have you. And Morgan, I every time we bring a musical guest on, one of the first things I want to do is, I get all excited about every musical guest that volunteers their time to support Lone Star Community Radio and our show here at the Texas Ticket. And I'm grateful for your volunteer work here. And I would love to show them why we're so excited about you first.
Sure.
And you wrote a song. This is your own creation.
Well, actually, I was thinking I would go ahead and first play your request.
Oh.
What do you think? That's cool?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Armando specifically requested Holy Water because that's what he heard whenever he met me. God, I'm on my knees again. God, I'm begging, please again. I need you. Oh, I need you. Walking down these desert roads, water for my thirsty soul. I need you. Oh, God, I need you. Your forgiveness is like sweet, sweet honey on my lips, like the sound of a symphony to my ears. Dead man walking, sleep to sin. I want to know about being born again. I need you. Oh God, I need you. So take me to the riverside. Take me under, baptize. I need you. Oh God, I need you. Your forgiveness is like sweet, sweet honey on my lips, like the sound of a symphony to my ears. Oh, it's like holy water on my skin. Oh, it's like holy water on my skin. I don't wanna abuse your grace. God, I need it every day. It's the only thing that ever really makes me wanna change. I don't wanna abuse your grace. God, I need it every day. It's the only thing that ever really makes me wanna change. Your forgiveness is like sweet, sweet honey on my lips, like the sound of a symphony to my ears. Oh, it's like holy water. Your forgiveness is like sweet, sweet honey on my lips, like the sound of a symphony to my ears. Oh, it's like holy water on my skin. Yeah, it's like holy water on my skin. Oh, it's like holy water.
All right.
I love that song. I do. I swear, I play that all the time, and I just sing along and hum along, and it's like always in the background, you know. And then I wish we were at the First America Homes open house event at Signorelli in the Woodlands at their corporate office here not more than a month ago, and we got an opportunity to listen to your whole set. It was fantastic. It really was.
Yeah, and it gave me this opportunity to come here and talk with you guys today, so thank you.
It was cool. I'm like, man, I know that song. I'm like, that's a good one.
It is. It is. So how long have you been performing?
I've had a guitar in my hand for the last 11 years.
Wow.
So I kind of like,
Since you were 3.
yeah, well, actually, like whenever I was younger, I loved music and I wrote songs about my horses and cows, but I just like viewed people like Miranda Lambert and Carrie Underwood as just being like in it, like a different world even, like. And so when I got a little bit older, I was a senior in high school, and I've kind of figured out that this is something, you know, that I could achieve. You know, I could absolutely make a living playing music.
Awesome.
So
Good for you.
yeah.
So tell me about your current upcoming schedule. Where were they going to see some of you at?
So I actually, my schedule has been really sporadic here. This year, I've been really focusing on songwriting. So I did just play like a couple weeks ago here, but I don't have anything on the schedule coming up. But I am going to Nashville to record an original song that I would like to play for y'all here today. That I'm really excited about. It's going to be my first Christian song release.
Oh, wow.
What's it called?
It's called Ain't It Just Like Jesus.
Ain't it just like Jesus? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
And you brought a friend with you. Tell us about your friend.
Yes, this is Milo.
Can we get a zoom on Milo? Can we get a zoom on Milo? What about Milo? Bring up Milo. Bring him up here. What do you think?
Hey, Milo. There he is.
He's speaking over the rail
Yeah.
there. I don't know if he-
Oh, look at him.
Oh, he knows. He knows.
So,
This is Milo.
Okay.
He's a marmoset monkey.
Marmoset,
The marmoset monkey is
Oh,
the
very good.
smallest monkey in the world. He's like
Really?
he's less than a pound.
And when I saw you brought him with you on your set. It was really cool. I was like, I could see the next door ad, Marmoset babysitter needed,
Right.
Marmoset experience.
Yeah, he goes most everywhere with
Probably
me.
tough.
But
So he's like your roadie then, basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just,
Okay.
He's my
sets up your
attachment.
amps and
Yes.
yeah.
Aw.
Yeah. No.
He's a useless roadie, but
Yeah.
he's a cute one though.
He seemed to be kind of getting into it when you were singing. He poked his head around. and-
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows.
Yeah.
So, are you available for booking if somebody wanted to book you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And you're in the Montgomery County area, right?
Yeah, I'm in Brazos County, so just right over there. My parents have a place here, so yeah.
Get to visit as often, and it's nice. It's convenient.
Yes.
And we instigate a family visit every time we book you.
Yes, for sure.
Fantastic. We're building family values by booking her in here in town.
Yes.
You know, and I'm loving the sound. I'm loving the tunes. And I know a lot of the sets and performances that you've been doing lately are private events or more
Yeah.
business style. And I think that audience knows well of who you are. And I think bringing that and going to Nashville is probably a great idea to bring that to the world and get a little more recognition for the work. Why don't you share that song that you got coming up for us that
Sure.
you're excited to share? What's it called? Tell us the
It's
name
called
again.
Ain't It Just Like Jesus? And it's kind of written for the prodigal son, you know. And it just is a reminder that we're never too far gone to embrace the love of God. Ain't it just like me to throw away a good thing? And it won't take me long to go the wrong way. If it's bad for me, I'll chase it. If it's worth something, you know I'll break it. No matter where I go, I get off track. Sometimes even I wouldn't want me back. Ain't it just like Jesus to take me as I am? There's no place too far that's out of reach for him. Never mind the things I've done, they're no match for the Father's love, even when I walk away. Ain't it just like Jesus to stay? Ain't it just like him to sit down close and listen to a heartbreak story he already knows? He saw the damage, still he chased it, said I'm something that's worth saving. No matter where I go, if I get off track, every time he still wants me back. Ain't it just like Jesus to take me as I am? There's no place too far that's out of reach for him. Never mind the things I've done, they're no match for the Father's love, even when I walk away. Ain't it just like Jesus to stay? He still loves me, he still wants me. He went to that cross to prove that he's always enough, even when I'm not. Ain't it just like Jesus to take me as I am? There's no place too far that's out of reach for him. Never mind the things I've done, they're no match for the Father's love, even when I walk away. Even when I walk away. just like Jesus to stay. My guitar kind of went out of tune.
Oh no, man,
That's great.
that was awesome. Wow.
Thank you.
I'm just amazed, sitting here talking earlier and listening to you talk, your speaking voice and everything, and then this big voice comes out of you, and it's really, really powerful. It's what a beautiful instrument you have.
Awesome.
And so, who you mentioned Miranda Lambert, Carrie Underwood. Who are some of your other inspirations? Heroes types that got you?
Yeah, right now I would say Ann Wilson. She's really paving the way as far as Christian being in country music. And Zach Williams, Ben Fuller, guys like that. Gosh, I'm going blank, but
that's all right.
There's
all
so
right.
many.
I was just thinking about, when I was your age, probably a little younger, it was Amy Grant, and Michael W. Smith, and
Yeah, there you go.
Steve Camp, all those guys. But there's a whole new generation of those kinds of singer-songwriter artists in contemporary Christian music, and
Yes.
but your sound is really, really unique and strong, and your heart comes through. I just love it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate
Real
it.
strong feel. But, I got to go the other way with it, what about like those old Christian camp songs? I mean, you did a few of those, didn't you?
Christian camp
I
songs.
got the joy, 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 joy. Do you ever go back reflect on any of that style of music and, think about how, those clever songs like Rudolph tend to have like a million derivatives, I mean, you ever leaned on any of those to
Well,
create?
and it's funny too because a lot of people right now are taking songs from I don't know, the 90s, let's say, and making it into a brand new song in 2025. So that's pretty cool.
Way back to the 90s.
We got the chant songs
Yeah,
down strong.
all the way
And
back
she's
to the.
not talking about the 1890s, just so we're clear. Okay? Yeah.
That changes.
Hey, the 90s and the 2000s has my favorite music.
All right.
Well, as far as faith goes, I questioned a lot not too long ago, and I was questioning, the strength of the world's faith. And then the youth conference just finished over in Rome at the Vatican, and there were a record number of 1.4 million plus youth that came to the Vatican. And I was like, well, you look pretty strong to me.
Yeah.
You look pretty strong to me. Maybe I'm mistaken. So it was really nice to see him show out in the strength of God and that spirit moving, and I bring that up a few reasons. It's a Tyler Childers line. I'm stealing that one from Tyler Childers, who's going to be over at the Cynthia Mitchell Woods Pavilion with Leon Bridges here real soon. You can catch their show over there, and it's on the calendar. And Tyler Childers says, I don't even know those are still for sale, but wow, what a show, and a great. I don't know. He plays all kinds of music, and I don't even know if I'd call it country. What would you call Tyler Childers?
I would say red dirt country. I don't
Red
know.
dirt country, yeah, and a little folk flair, red dirt country folk.
Yeah.
I don't know, Christian, but it's not in every aspect of all his songs. The Angel Choir and Triune God, and a few of the others that he sings are just. Man, they're good, strong songs. I love it, and I almost feel bad throwing rocks at Christian songs I don't like. It's like, how you're a sinful son of a gun. It's like,
Be
well, man,
careful.
no, that's just not a good song. I don't like that.
That one turns out to be God's favorite song.
Yeah.
So,
It's like, we gotta like all of them. It's like, you feel this obligation, but then the other side of the coin, I don't sing it along. It's not gathering that momentum that
it's
any
being
other.
played on Heaven's American's Top 40, so
Yeah.
Heaven's Top 40. So.
Yeah, it's just so I think that when you bring music to the table, that maybe that's your gift, and you bring it and we get to all share it, and I think that brings a lot of joy to a lot of people, and the more so, the more one individual out there gets impacted the right way or another way, other than just enjoying great music, whether it's Christian or they're talking about trucks and mom and getting out of jail or trains. whatever, trucks. Did you say
Yeah.
trucks? Life. Yeah, life. Yeah.
It's life,
Yeah.
and it's all the different aspects of life. Faith is an aspect of life.
And it's such a strong
Absolutely.
one, and it's such a great place, and you're doing great things there. I hope we get to spread that joy and get some more bookings for you here in the area. How can they find you online to listen to some of your music?
Morgan Ashley Official is kind of like the link for all of my Facebook, Instagram. But you can find me on Spotify, Apple Music, all the streaming under Morgan Ashley.
And I pushed your buttons to play some Christian music today, but you're not genre associated necessarily as a Christian music artist. I think you're a bit broader than that. You have some other stuff, and maybe on this last one, show them something that's not so much. And we'll wrap up with something that shows a little diversity. So what's something they could expect at one of your shows when they come see you?
Well, actually, I've really been focusing on the Christian country music, and I'd really love to play my testimony song. To finish it off
sure.
with.
Yeah, no, I had no idea.
Yeah, no worries. Jesus found me in a really low place in May of 2023, and he's completely changed my life. And so
You can do that.
here's what the song is. The song is my testimony. I spent years chasing a dream to see my name on a marquee, selfishly devoted. I searched for love in a nameless crowd, trying to make the world proud, where the truth is sugar-coated. I hit my knees knowing I couldn't keep this up. God rescued me with a truth I can't outrun. He knows my name, he knows my heart in every way. He's my rock and saving grace. His love for me will never change. He knows my name, and he's with me every day. There's not a chain that he can't break with an ounce of true faith. He knows my name. He knows my name. I filled my emptiness with escape from a sober mind, but I still felt broken. I hit my knees knowing I couldn't keep this up. God rescued me with a truth I can't outrun. He knows my name, he knows my heart in every way. He's my rock and saving grace. His love for me will never change. He knows my name, and he's with me every day. There's not a chain that he can't break with an ounce of true faith. He knows my name. He knows my name. I lost control and gave it all to God, and now I'm living in redemption. I'm headed in a newfound direction. 'Cause he knows my name, he knows my heart in every way. He's my rock and saving grace. His love for me will never change. He knows my name, and he's with me every day. There's not a chain that he can't break with an ounce of true faith. He knows my name. He knows my name.
Really nice. You ever play that live with anybody before?
Not like this.
Yeah, but that was really nice. I love the writing, and I love the one. Ain't that just like Jesus? To stay. I thought that was it hits. It's nice.
It's all powerful.
He knows my name. I almost teared up the first time he said it. Afterwards, I had to it kind of tapered off there. But well, right away, I was like, that's the sort of thing. I mean, well, he may not. When you knock and he doesn't know your name, it's kind of like what Grandma used to say. You better know your name. I remember that just through childhood, just over and over. He don't even know your name. I was like, dang, that was strong. That hit hard. It was like verbal discipline, it was like, ow, okay, I'll say my prayers, and it's like, wow. So when you said it, it's the first thing I thought of. I reflected on a lot of, the family shares and the things we discuss at home. And it's so nice to have that feeling again. And you really brought it back. I enjoyed that. Thank you so much. Morgan, we're gonna move on, but I wanna make sure that folks watching at home know that we're gonna put your links down below. They'll be able to find you there, and they'll be able to see some links, how to book you, how to get you to come out, how to reach out to you, and get you to come to their events, and you're suited for a whole lot of style gatherings. And like I said, we met at the Signorelli First America Homes event, which was so posh it's ridiculous. That buffet was. That charcuterie is like bar none. I'm like, holy cow! I mean, this thing was longer than this table, and it was just amazing. And it was what a wonderful event. A lot of beautiful people. I said, wow. First thing I walked in, I said, wow, what a bunch of beautiful people.
Yeah.
This is fantastic. Morgan, we'll look to catch up again soon, and we'll share your calendar. You share it with us, we'll share it with them, and so forth. And we'll see you back on the show soon, I hope.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm looking forward to hopefully having Ain't It Just Like Jesus released to the public in the next few months. So if you
When do you
follow
head to
along,
Nashville?
Tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah, all right.
So thank you.
Folks, we'll be right back with more of the Texas Ticket Show.
Lone Star Radio.
Car enthusiasts of Conroe, FM 104.5 and 106.1 Lone Star Community Radio invites you to shift into gear every Monday from 1 to 2 with Cruising Car Club Talk with Robert and Randy for news on all things automotive in the greater Houston-Conroe area. Can't make a live show? We've got you covered. You can find all of our uncut content, including full episodes on Spotify, iTunes, Play Store, YouTube, Facebook, and irlonestar.com. Again, that's Mondays 1 to 2, Cruising Car Club Talk with Robert and Randy. See you there.
Welcome back to the Texas Ticket. This is Armando. I'm with Travis Bryant.
Hey there.
Margaritaville. Margaritaville.
Yeah.
You got a lot going on now.
Yeah, we do have a lot going on. We've got this weekend. We have another in our Headliners comedy series. We've got a comedy club on Saturday night, as well as Magic.
Every Saturday?
Well, we kind of ran them sporadically during the summer, and then
Okay.
in the fall we'll bring it back October, November, every Saturday night. We've got Magic at Margaritaville with Harry Maurer performing Saturday night.
Love that
at
guy.
8 o'clock. Yeah, he's amazing. He absolutely is
It's
amazing.
Saturday? Tomorrow night?
Saturday night, and then also his final show for his summer residency with us will be the following Saturday, Labor Day Saturday, and those shows are at 8.
Sweet.
And then and then we've got so much going
comedy
on for
show,
Labor
when's
Day.
that?
The comedy show, Headliners Comedy Series, is Saturday night, 8:30. Basically, it is we're bringing in top comedians from around the world, a lot of them. This weekend we've got. Our headliner is Vince Morris, who's appeared on the Def Comedy Jam, HBO, and then we've also got Brian Gendron, and Brian owns started the Riot Comedy Shop down in Houston.
Okay.
He's just opened a new one in San Antonio, another comedy shop down there.
Really?
Yeah, and then he's going to be. He's a great comedian, and interestingly enough, he's also Like he teaches entrepreneurship down at University of Houston as well. He's been recognized for
He's
his,
comfortable with
He's
public
very comfortable with public speaking.
Yeah.
And then, as usual, our house
yeah,
MC
sorry,
is
go on.
Billy D. Washington. Billy's another one who's appeared on. He's open for people like Aretha Franklin. He's been on HBO. He's a Houston local. Does a lot of cruise ship stuff. So if you've been on any of the Carnival cruise lines, you've probably seen him perform some point in time.
Isn't like Lando Calrissian Billy D?
Billy D. Only that's Billy D. Williams.
Oh.
This is Billy D. Washington.
Well, let's get this part
Okay,
started.
all right.
You know, we get a little mistaken because I'm over here picking Lando, picturing Lando Calrissian as your comedy show intro.
Yeah, well, that would have been something too, but
It would be.
we
It
got,
would be.
we got
Mr.
more
Silva,
important people.
welcome
to
to the show. Welcome to
Thank
the
you,
show.
guys.
Man, I got an opportunity to meet you at the Texas Gulf Coast Chamber of Commerce, and we hit it off right away. And you know, it was so nice to see a general contractor out there and just meeting folks, getting involved. And I mean, why do you network? I mean, is that the way you introduce the business to the community? Is that part of the mix? Has that been?
Yes, we do a lot of networking to meet people and see how can we help others as well.
Yeah. Hey, you get close to that mic. This thing has got a thing for making sure they can't hear you. But you are doing well. One, you live here in the area. You're
Yes,
here. Okay.
I'm local.
And you have two daughters. A son and a daughter. No kids.
Yes, I have to.
A son and a daughter.
Yeah.
Tell me about the kids.
So my little boy, he's 5, and I have a little girl. She's just turned 2.
Yeah. And that's fun. That's fun. You
Yeah.
planning on more kids?
Yeah, man, I'm planning on having 6
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah.
Did you say 6?
I want to have 6.
6. All right. Yeah. Well,
Really?
while you're young, I guess.
I want to make that crew.
And you are young. You are very young. I started a little late. My kids will. Yeah, I'll be that old guy at the volleyball game.
There
You
you
know,
go.
is that your grandpa? No, that's my dad.
Did you say you want a whole crew?
Yeah, I want to make the
Yeah.
whole crew.
Yeah. So that's a good reason to have kids. So that, that's the reason I had kids. So they do the laundry and the mow the lawn. So yeah, that's perfect.
But that takes work. I mean, they're just not automatically.
No,
gonna do
they
that.
don't, and they didn't do.
They
I
won't
wound up
do-
doing it more than they did anyway. But that's another story.
You gotta teach them by example. You
Yeah,
know,
exactly,
Get a
right.
fold each towel, show them how it's done. You
Yeah.
know, this is the way Daddy likes it.
Yeah,
Yeah, and put those little hands to work.
exactly. Yeah, they're small. They can reach in to get things.
You got to be careful because then eventually if they listen to everything you say, they'll be entirely focused on you their whole lives,
Yeah.
and then you end up you gotta let them leave the nest. I was watching the birds the other day, just sitting on my patio, head in the clouds, like I do, and I saw that mama bird just push that baby bird off the edge with one wing. Just
Yep. There it goes.
like, dang!
on your own,
Wow,
kid.
it's a hard life in the wild, you know. Just chunked it off a 3-story balcony. And all of a sudden, like there he goes. Okay, all right. And everybody says we're so hard on the kids, but I'll tell you, we're not that hard. We're not. We're soft. Dude,
Lions eat their young.
the
So.
wild stuff. The wild stuff. They don't have to do laundry out there though.
Kevin, you've how long have you been have you had your business Silva Contracting?
Yeah, so we started our business with a dream in 2019.
Okay.
So we've been in business for 4.5 years already.
Wow.
Yeah, and we started to help the community and also to provide for our family.
Oh, awesome. And busy, I assume.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It's the season right now.
Yeah. Right. I guess that's true. I didn't thought about that, but yes, you're absolutely right. It
Yes,
is the
and for
season.
us that we offer so many services, we're able to take everything.
Mhm. What are some of the services you offer?
Oh man, the main service that we offer is full remodeling, bathroom remodeling, and kitchen remodeling are one of the common services that we offer.
Okay.
And right now, since it's the summer, we're doing a lot of exterior painting.
Okay.
But you do everything though, right? I mean, there's no
sir.
fence in what. Well, you do fencing, but there's no limit to what you do. Right?
We try to be one-stop shop. That way, when people hire us, they don't have to deal with different trades. It's just one point of contact for everything.
Okay, and then you book all, whatever they may need. So if I want my whole backyard done, you could do that.
Yes.
I want my whole living room to look different than it looks right now.
I will
You could
go
do
out there
that.
personally and get all the details.
Okay, and you've been doing this all across Texas for about 5.5 years.
Yeah, man, it's never in the same city. We
Really?
always travel. Yeah, last year we were in Louisiana. We've been to San Antonio. We've been to Dallas.
Wow.
What do you think they're looking for most in your work as Silva Contracting?
I think people just focus on quality and price.
Okay.
This is the main thing.
So
and
you're
that's what
bringing a
we offer.
value. Yeah, and I saw some other stuff that you import and some other things you do to bring some accents and things that are unique to Silva contracting, that general contracting that you can do, enhance a build. Is there something in the past you want to chat about that maybe you built that noteworthy? Like, wow, take a look at that, that kind of thing.
Yeah, we actually did a really nice bathroom. It was on tile that it was exported from overseas. Yeah, so it actually took us about 3 weeks to get it done. It was just a lot of details to get done. I
Yeah.
can actually share that with you later, so yeah, guys.
Yeah, I'd
see
like
it.
to see that. I love that stuff. I remember when we were growing up, we were building some houses out in Sinton and Odom near Gregory, Portland, just right outside of Corpus Christi here in Texas. And one of the things we did in the 3 houses that we ended up constructing during that time was several trips to Mexico. We'd cross the border. We'd pick up toilets, bathtubs, a bar, a palapa or two, a little this and that, and things that would accent and help the home, like from tile to flooring to roofing and we saw professional teams come in and install them that were just remarkable. I mean, me and my dad could hang sheetrock in the garage and they would finish the whole house before we finished putting the sheetrock up in the garage, and it's like, wow, that was amazing. I wish I paid by the hour. That job would have been very inexpensive compared to mine, and as well as the resource of getting this equipment. Do you think that maybe anything's inhibited, like tariffs and things like that, your ability to move back and forth and bring equipment and some of those advantages to the table?
Yeah, I mean, the prices have really changed from last year to now. It's been all set around 15 to 20% increase in everything.
Wow.
So
Have you seen it trickling in, or is it just boom, automatic? The prices are changing overnight?
prices just were changing overnight.
Damn, that's crazy.
Right now, we had to put a limit when we do an estimate just to last 30 days because we don't know what's going to happen
Right.
next month.
Is it is the supply chain being delayed too? Does it take longer to sometimes get the order filled? From
Yeah,
overseas?
sometimes it's taking a couple days.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy, but it is taking a little longer.
Okay, cool.
Especially for us that we have different suppliers.
Yeah, yeah.
And you source from all over. I was just really referring, and one of the things that we would look for there were specifics, right? A real specific, a fountain, a statue for the garden, or something, marble or granite cut that was detail work, that a contractor's not going to build on site. I'm not carving marble, a statue of Olympus at your, in your driveway. That's not ever going to happen. No one's going to do that, right? It doesn't happen like that. We would carve it, bring it, and assemble, or we would do final on site. But I think all that just is really an interesting touch to 4 walls and a roof, and bringing more to the table in those accents. But I mean, that's me. I know you see value in the 2x4s and the 2x 16 on center, man, 16 on center. Like, yeah, okay, but the shoppers, we don't. Yeah, they're all going to build a house. It's all going to be a bathroom when we're done, but what makes it sexy? What makes it pop, and some of those things are the accents, the detail work, like the tile bathroom you mentioned, and some of those things. I think that makes the room where you walk in and you're like, wow, that's pretty cool.
Gives it the character.
Yeah.
We are passionate about our work.
Really? Yeah. So when you have a new project, say a remodel on a bathroom or something like that, kind of where am I going with this? Dealing with your customers, what are some of the biggest concerns that they usually have, and how do you meet those concerns so that they know that they're getting what they want out of the project?
Yeah, so we try to make the whole process easier. We actually have a designer that works for us in-house. So when we're going to do a bathroom, we get in contact with the designer and the customers. We have a meeting. That way we can decide what type of tile we're putting in there.
Okay.
What type of shower is going to be in there, if it's going to be a glass door, if it's going to be a pony wall, if it's going to be the same tile on the outside. Those are the main things. What type of sink they want, the hardware. So we're able to decide those before we actually start the project.
Wow. So you have your own designer on staff. I guess it makes you kind of like a one-stop shop.
That
basically.
helps. Yeah, it's got to help.
Yeah.
But that's not why we called you in here today. We called you in here because you're supporting a cause that I'm really all about. The Hands of Justice fashion show coming up at the Grand Central Park here in Conroe. And you're either sponsoring something, I don't even recall, but I'm so glad you brought that up. She was on the show. Hands of Justice was on our show a few weeks back, everybody got everybody almost crying in here, but it's a real important subject, supporting survivors of these things and some of the causes that they help to benefit. Not really a survivor. I think that's the wrong terms. I wish I was better in tune. But from this abduction adult, when you're no longer abducted, but you're displaced, whether you've been in prostitution or slave labor or whatever your plight, But I'm sure there's many, and I don't want to discredit one over the other. All equally, horrific and equally difficult to overcome. But once they've found themselves in a better place, they can reach out to Hands of Justice, and they can help get them back on track and get their feet under them so they can live a normal life again after that. That's the hope of Hands of Justice, and we really love that cause. And they're all alone there, in this aftercare. It's not a state funded because the state stops at 16 or 18. And so anything that works past that's always much appreciated. And your involvement there is really one of the things that, like, why would you do that? Why is it important to you?
So yeah, man, we like to help back to the community, and especially this cause I can relate. I had a friend who went to same situation, so it kind of brings a lot of memories, and I know the stuff that he went through. So that's the reason why we want to sponsor.
Yeah, that's great, and I will definitely be out there. I know Go Like Conroe's covering the event, and all for the right reasons, and to get that more. I mean, everybody doesn't like it. Nobody wants to talk about it.
Right.
And I mean, everybody wants to bury it in a deep hole, which so do I, but it is what it is, and we have to tend to it as we have to tend to it.
And you're right. And it is the fact that you've got, with younger people, there is a whole kind of system of support that's already in place through Child Protective Services and all these different other things. But once they age out of that, if you have somebody who's in a traffic situation, like, that's in their 20s, still just as vulnerable, still needs that kind of support. A lot of times one of the things that keeps them in it, and the reason they don't reach out for help, is it's like, what else, where am I going to go? What am I going to do? How am I going to live if
I agree.
And so I can see how, these kinds
Nobody gives a damn.
Yeah,
I think
right.
that's what they're saying to
Yeah.
themselves. I have to continue this plight. I have to keep grinding at whatever we're doing.
whatever it is.
Yeah,
and
that's just not the way. That's
so
not
to
good.
have something like this that can be a resource for people that are older, that I think it's an awesome thing. So, tell us a little bit more about the event.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be a runaway. It's gonna be a fashion show, and I'm gonna be talking about some of the persons that are gonna be there. It's gonna be Missy Herndon. It's gonna be the president and the CEO. It's gonna be Michelle. She's gonna be the VP, Community Affairs and Corporate Giving. And yeah, man, these community leaders aren't here just a runaway. They're freedom and help heal them as well.
Okay, excellent.
So they're going to do some runway, and I think these are donated recycled items. They'll do runway with that, and they have a fashion coordinator that's there with them. And I know a majority of all the proceeds, and don't let me quote, I don't know, but she was on. She told me I should know. I'm supposed to know. But, I know that the heart's in the right place, and these people are trying to help. I know what we did see is one of the things I brought up to them was the Fire Aid concert and how those misappropriated funds never supported those folks in California. That so much got in a wash. There were very few nonprofits that received any money from this $1 million concert. So that was dedicated to supporting these fire victims and survivors. And so we're like, is this bureaucracy part of what happens at Hands of Justice? I want to know that the money goes to the right place. And I know that they got to tend to these ladies. They got to buy the business card they gave me. They got to buy their stuff. They got to put on this event, and every event costs money. So I understand there's operating costs, and she brought up a very sensible, strong, and you can catch that program. We'll put the link down below. You can see the details on some of that. But yeah, she brought it to us and kept it strong and kept it the way it should be. And I felt really good about our banner in those discussions. I wish I could remember exactly the percentage amounts, but in order not to quote them, but it was good. I remember it was good. It was a fair shake, and she's got to do what she does. And I hope those ladies are fruitful and they get what they need out of life so they can continue doing what they're doing, because they're doing that job.
Yeah,
they're doing the job. They're going to carry the torch. I mean, even if they pushed, it would still be better off than not having them. You know, even if they push.
Absolutely, yeah.
And
It's-
just wearing, because they'll find people like you, they'll find people like me, and they'll find other folks out there that really care and it matters to them. And I think that's the one thing that we're blessed by having them doing their work and what they do. And Mr. Silva, we appreciate you supporting them in this way and your involvement with that group. What's the date on the event? When is the fashion show? And it's at Grand Central Park, Conroe, at the Hyatt Regency. There you can go and catch this event. And it is what day?
It's gonna be Thursday, September the 18th.
September 18th on
11
Thursday.
a.m. to 1 p.m.
11 a.m.
11 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's 11.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And I double check that, and also double check the cost of the event, your tickets, ticket outlets, times of showing, when you come, when you go. They could have segments. Sometimes is what they, between a certain period of time it's set up. Between this period of time it's this. Youth starts, and then adult, and then it's something else. And so they have phases, and I've seen these things put on social media as different events almost. So you can participate in each partition, kind of like putting those little notches in our YouTube channel, so you can skip all the way to so you can skip to Silva. But I would be remiss to do so. You'd
Yes,
miss
you would.
Morgan Ashley. That
You
was
would.
fantastic. She did
She
did
did.
some great stuff.
She did.
You should catch that next chance you get. Mr. Silva, if I wanted you to come to my house and I wanted to get your designer to give me a second opinion or to join in on my wife's thoughts, because she's got them, right? She's the one that made me call you, right? How's that work when she shows up, or your designer, male, female, whatever, but shows up at my house, talk to my wife with a pre-drawn conclusion on how this bathroom's going to look? I mean, do you feel like that's an easy step or that's a difficult step? What happens right there?
So we try to make the whole situation simple and stress-free for every customer.
Yeah.
So we've been doing it for so long that we already know the steps to take. So we present everything the way it should be done.
Yeah.
And we just wait in approval. And if there's any adjustment that needs to be made, we'll get it done on spot.
And then artistic part, where you, she says she wants stained glass above the toilet, and she wants, the mosaic of the solar system in her shower, and things like this. I mean, do you
So
do
we
you lean in
actually-
or out of this? Do you tell them solar system may not be the best bet? The stained glass in the bathroom, not a good call. I mean, but what if she says she wants green linoleum?
So we usually carry a lot of samples when we go out there.
I love terracotta. You're like, wow, really? Okay. Do you ever get surprised? I mean, do they ever ask some crazy stuff?
We've seen it all.
I bet you have.
Where's the terracotta?
Yeah.
I need more. What is that? Formica.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah. I need more formica.
Shag.
Ooh,
They want that shag
shag.
carpet
Make
in
it
the- yeah.
shaggy. You get any of that stuff? Any retro calls? Yeah.
Yeah, we've seen it all, man.
Sure
What
you
about
have.
what about the what are those things called? Where the little things, the walkway is covered with a beads, and you kind of go through the
yeah,
beads,
yeah,
but
I
they're
get
not the kind you just pin
Like
up.
a bead
They're-
curtain
They're
kinda
like
thing,
like
yeah.
a bead curtain. You ever done any of those?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Yeah.
We're still looking forward to it.
Schools.
Little retro decor, a little retro
Yeah.
decor. The eggshell seat, the
Yeah,
eggshell,
eggshell
floating
seat,
eggshell,
Yeah, floating eggshell, lava
Yeah.
lamps, and yep.
Those designs have gone past, but you never know.
goes around, comes around.
See,
so.
there's not an interior designer living in here. I'll tell you that. Well, it's pretty.
No, he is, but he's trapped in 1971.
Oh yeah, he's tied
apparently,
down to
so-
1970. Mr. Silva, what's the website? How can I tell them how to find you?
They can just put in Silva's General Contractors.
Silva's with an S.
Yes, with the Silva's General
That's what
Contractors.
Silva's General Contracting.
It'll
and
take you
they'll
to
find-
my Google page and my website. We're a 5-star company. They'll show you all the reviews and
That's
everything.
fantastic. What's the phone number?
713-894-7986.
One more time. 713
894
894
7986.
7986. Gotcha. Mr. Silva, thank you for coming on the show.
Yeah.
man. I
Thank you
appreciate
guys
it.
for having us
great.
here.
And one more time on the September 18th, right? 18th?
Yeah,
Is that
18.
correct? September 18th from 11 to 1 a.m. P.m. over at the Hyatt Grand Central Park, Conroe. The fashion show for Hands of Justice will be on, and you come catch that, support that, meet Mr. Silva and others. Myself and a few other folks will be out there to support this cause, and it's very meaningful. We'd love to have you there and join us at the Hands of Justice event at the Grand Central Park, Conroe. We'll be back after this with the Punch Your Texas Ticket segment of the show. Every Friday, tune into Texas Ticket on Conroe's 104.5 and 106.1 FM with Armando Nino of Gold Lake Conroe, focusing on Montgomery County area events and places. Get a feel of the Texas spirit at the event, paired with guest and vendor interviews, event coverage, and ticket giveaways, and so much more. Join us Fridays and punch your Texas ticket. For more information on the show, visit irlonestar.com/Texas Ticket. Welcome back to the Texas Ticket. It's Armando and Travis.
Yeah.
Travis, this is the Punch Your Texas Ticket segment of the show.
All right.
I keep getting told it's not the punch, it's the punch.
Oh.
Stop doing that.
Yeah, it's not a punch in the nose.
Whatever. You get it.
Punch your ticket.
Texas is still the beef jerky state.
Yeah,
You know, we're salted and dried. You know, and we'll bring it.
Either way.
But we got a lot of stuff, and you know they talk about what makes you a little more Texan. Well, you know, I mean, if you're not from Texas, but you drink a lot of bourbon and you ride in the rodeo
Yes.
and on a bull with one hand, and
Yes.
that they tie you to,
Yes.
you're a little more Texan.
That's probably true.
If you just ride the bull, you're a little more Texan.
Yes.
If you did mutton busting as a youth, you're a little more Texan.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a whole lot of things you can put in this category, and some of them are geographical rather than that kind of hands-on. Like if you swam the Frio, if you hung out in wintertime at Lukenbach when it was closed.
Yes.
There's a few of these.
Yeah, if you took a field trip in middle school to Lyndon Bang Johnson Ranch, then you probably were a Texan.
If you did the chili cook-off,
if you did the chili cook-off, if you remember the Alamo,
if you know which direction, what direction Sam Houston took,
exactly right,
from
right,
time to time.
Yeah.
What was Sam Houston's scout's name? Was a scout?
Was it Deaf Smith? Is that the one you're
I think so. I think
Smith?
so.
Yes,
yeah,
he was.
And
he wasn't really deaf.
Custard was Bloody Knife.
Yeah.
I know that because it was so crazy. And he served in the U.S. Army.
That one.
He served in the U.S. Army, and was one of the best, and barely spoke English.
Huh.
Right. Yeah. And there was a few others. Sacagawea for the Lewis and Clark.
Yes.
You know. So I bring that up because a guide's always important. Mm-hmm. The best of the best.
Right.
The true conquistadors.
Right.
The real adventures of the Americas. Used a guide.
They all had a Pathfinder.
Yeah. So and that's the segue for Gold Lake Conroe Media Group and Gold Lake Conroe Marketing. I wanted to let folks know that a guide will help to this community.
Yeah.
Folks like the people here at Lone Star Community Radio that support local businesses have 23 different shows that you can call anytime, appear on one of these programs, donate support to the station that supports local businesses and thriving those businesses in our community. So that's the plug for the station and Gold Lake Conroe, my company, and what we do here in the community, and as well as the Texas Ticket Show, where we try to share all these local events, and we have a few to share for you that hopefully bring you a little closer into grip with Texas and our community, the things that we can do that are with a stone's throw, that are good value. And I'll start with a couple, and I like to start with some music, some fun stuff. Sheila Marshall. Every guy's favorite. Sheila Marshall is just gorgeous, super great energy. She's so strong on stage and just brings on a wonderful performance. She's going to be over at the Red Brick Tavern November 15th. It's a Saturday night at 9:30 p.m. right here downtown Conroe, Texas. You can catch her at the Red Brick Tavern. Now, I go 4 or 5 months between her Red Brick intervals. It's been a minute. So if you got if you're looking for some Sheila Marshall, boy, I'll tell you, when she comes to town, you better catch her.
Yeah, she's busy.
Yeah, she's got a good schedule. Reverend Horton Heat will be at the Crichton Theater here at downtown Conroe as well. We wanted to make sure we bring that up. He is May 30th. Yeah, that's we're gonna skip May. Maybe that date's wrong. Oh, that's 2026.
Huh.
Well, is Horton coming the next year?
I guess so.
Is that what
put
that's
it on your
about?
calendar?
Man,
Yeah, you got plenty of time now to
the
make your
interns put
plans.
these notes together, and I'll tell you, you know, it's hard to find good help.
I understand.
It's hard to find good help. All right, I did it.
It obviously is because you have me in studio today. Otherwise, if you could find good help, I wouldn't
no,
be here.
quit it! No,
So,
you're the best, man. Okay, I'm gonna skip the Margaritaville
Okay.
segment. But let me since that one didn't count. Mine didn't count. That was a
Okay.
scratch. That's a mulligan.
Okay.
That's not even in there.
All right.
Bernhardt,
I didn't hear anything.
Bernhardt Winery, right down the 105 West, heading towards Plantersville, right in the heart of things down there. They have a tribute to Whitney Houston coming on, and I believe that is the August 24th. That's from 7 to 9 p.m. But she does Whitney Houston and Tina Turner.
Nice.
I think I lean on her Tina Turner side. Simply the best. Yeah, better than. Yeah. Anyway, great wine. Award-winning wines, beautiful wines, beautiful place. Got the new indoor facility. It's got a whole new look.
Great
If you
look,
haven't been, go. Mega Funk 70s Rock and Blues comes shortly after. They'll be there August 30th from 7 to 9. That's it. I'll let you go now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my Bernhardt segment.
All right, cool. So, you want me to talk about what's going on in Margaritaville?
Sure,
All
yeah,
right,
yeah.
So,
That works.
summer is kind of, people feel like summer's kind of over because school's back in session, but summer doesn't really end at Margaritaville. Margaritaville Lake Resort
Never ends.
Never ends, and we keep the summer going all the time. Of course, Labor Day weekend is coming up. Was kind of that big last hurrah of the summer. It'll be here weekend after next, and we have a whole bunch of stuff going on there. The Friday of Labor Day weekend, the 29th of August, we are celebrating Jimmy Buffett Day. Now, Jimmy Buffett Day, Jimmy Buffett unfortunately passed away last year in the December of the year before, and we the state of Florida actually made August 30th officially Jimmy Buffett Day to honor him.
I did not know
And
that.
so all of the Margaritaville resorts and hotels and across the world really have decided to make this an annual event. We call it Keep the Party Going.
Okay.
And so for that, there's a lot of things connected with it. We're going to be hosting a Jimmy Buffett tribute concert with Bama Breeze Sounds on Friday night at 7 o'clock. We've also got, coming in for the weekend, we have Cirque Adventure, which is a Cirque du Soleil style show. It's a pirate themed show, so it fits with us. And it's got aerialists and acrobats and clowns and stunt performers. Tickets are, there's, like I said, there's a show on Friday night, 2 shows Saturday, 2 shows Sunday, all the way through Labor Day weekend. I mentioned earlier that we've got Harry Maurer with Magic at Margaritaville.
No, on that one.
Yeah.
There's a link on Margaritaville.
Yes, there is. Yes. So
Okay.
all of these can be found on, there's a whole, if you go to the things to do section of the website, you'll see Labor Day weekend events. and
Because
you'll
I know
see
a lot of
all
people are looking for stuff too for
Yeah,
Labor Day, and,
yeah.
and it's open to the public. I don't have to stay
Yes.
tonight.
No, it is.
Right.
It is open to the public, resort guests and members. All of the
Fantastic.
So, yeah.
That sounds great. And the facilities change a lot out back and
Yeah,
where-
yeah.
if somebody wanted to barbecue or grill or just maybe put some hot dogs and burgers down, is there a place for that?
Not really for that, but
I
we
didn't think
do
so. I
have a
was curious.
fire pit and s'mores package that they.
Oh,
can
that's
get.
super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know you have lots of restaurants on site, and lots of food, different varieties, so you can find something for everyone. And but everybody always thinks about a burger and a hot dog. I think the Memorial Day package at Sam's Club was was mustard, ketchup, and relish. It's like the Memorial Day pack, or the Labor Day pack. And I was like, okay, I guess they want me to make a hot dog. Is there any food like that being?
Oh
served?
yeah, I
Anything
mean
to
we'll
calendar stuff,
every
just-
weekend in Landshark Bar and Grill, which is kind of our
Yeah,
signature
love that
lakeside
place.
restaurant. The chef does some chef specials every weekend, and I imagine he'll have something really spectacular for. We did this last weekend. I think it was we had smoked. St. Louis style smoked pork ribs and with coleslaw and baked potato, and then of course we do have, we have we have the Landshark burger, cheeseburger. We've got sliders.
But
we've got all
some
the-
holiday food's not worth eating.
Right.
I mean, or maybe not for a restaurant, maybe at home. But, like on New Year's, some cabbage,
Yeah.
black-eyed peas, and
Yeah.
cornbread or whatever. Yeah, I get it.
And we
I get
also
it.
have a concession, kind of a concession setup that has the best tacos.
Mm.
Just want street tacos.
When do you know if I was a Care Bear, I'd be the taco Care Bear? A little picture of a taco.
Yeah.
Bringing the joy of tacos.
Exactly. Yeah.
To all the boys and girls. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, there's always good food. There's always good music. There's always a lot of fun. If you want to come out and enjoy the, you can come out and stay at the resort. We'd love for you to do that. We've got some great specials for
good.
Labor Day weekend. But if you just want to come out and enjoy the day and spend the day at the water park, you can purchase a day pass.
Nice.
And
Oh, it's beautiful. Lazy River. You got the
exactly.
huge kid zone. It's massive.
Yeah.
And then the full size
Big pools, yeah.
Olympic
Swim up
Plus.
bar.
Olympic Plus. It's bigger than Olympic.
Yeah,
Plus.
it is.
It's bigger. It's Olympic
Yeah.
Plus. I'm not trying to embellish the pool area,
No,
but
it's large.
yeah, if they let me in, I'd come all the time. It's in a beautiful area. It reminds me of a lot of that resort in its tuckaway style. Not really its lodging per se, but in its it's not like Travis. I'll share it with you later. I can't recall.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go to this event, and it's coming up. It's the balloon glow and laser show.
Wow, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's almost sold out already. And but it's the kind of event you don't have to actually be inside the fence to enjoy.
Oh yeah. So you're going to be on the outside of the
You
fence?
know, I'll be in the parking lot in my car, like
Drill the
like
hole,
a
little
drive-in
hole.
movie. You know, like a drive-in movie.
Right.
I mean, they're going to put balloons up in the air. It's going to be a laser show, so it's huge and up in the sky. And it's at the I've seen a laser show. I've seen balloons, but no, I've seen these things. They get lit up, and I've looked into the insurance and some of these other things and how could you do it. Well, you can't do it near the lake, right?
Yeah,
and because
right.
the wind's unpredictable and the gusts will change the event. And these things are weather controlled. So it's October 18th at 5 p.m. on a Saturday at the Lone Star Convention Center and Expo Center and Fairgrounds.
Yes.
And I looked at that calendar. I never see all of them on the same thing. You're either at the Fairgrounds or you're at the Lone Star Convention Center or at the Expo.
Yeah.
This guy's got all three. Yeah, so I assume we're doing hot air balloons because of that size of ownership or management or lease or whatever they did to acquire this much space at once on a weekend at our fairgrounds. So that's coming up, and I can, without any fluff or incentive, this event's almost sold out already, and it's not until October 18th. And that's my cut and paste from from Ticketmaster. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I'm really interested in this because I've seen videos of like the Albuquerque Balloon Festival. That they have every year.
Well, that was
and
nice.
when they have those really cool videos of like twilight flaring the balloons and they shoot the fire up inside of them. And
this will be night.
This will
dark.
be really interesting. And I've never thought about laser shows on balloons. I've seen these really cool drone shows that they do now.
That's a cool aspect.
Yeah,
a white balloon or a black one, and then just bouncing those colors off of it.
Yeah, so I'm really fan. I'm gonna try to get a ticket for that before they're sold
some
out.
crazy stuff with that.
Yeah.
I know. That's interesting. You can even do drop banners and stuff where you get to a certain height and you just drop a banner down and it hits the laser lights just right.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of depth to that and a lot of fun you can do. That's October 18th here in the Lone Star Convention Center and Expo Fairgrounds here in Conroe, Texas. I also want to bring up a local staple trademark event of Conroe, Texas, which is the Conroe Cajun Catfish Festival. It'll be on a Friday this year and Saturday. It's the whole weekend, I believe. Friday, Saturday. Yeah, Friday and Saturday. And that's on a Friday. They're going to be at the Montgomery County Fairgrounds for the first time.
Yeah.
So and again, this event, just the fairgrounds, right? And you know the size of this.
Yeah.
So when I see the the glow balloons, everything,
up the whole-
yeah. It's a lot of space. So the fairgrounds are going to be where the Cajun Catfish Festival is going to be. It'll be October 10th at 6 p.m. They'll have Aaron Watson, Jesse Robb Jr., and Tyler Trantham out there on Friday. And on Saturday, Raylan Gale. And both those will be going out there. Now, also on October 10th, if the country concert's not your thing, there'll be a fashion show. The MoCo Fashion Show will be held downtown Conroe in support of breast cancer awareness. This will be at the Timberline Crossing Event Center, and will be right here in Conroe. Tickets are on sale now. They just went on sale. There's only 250 seats for this thing. It's a past hors d'oeuvre wine tasting fashion show. So it's a little different than out in the fairgrounds, that's for sure. But all goes to good causes. And October, November, breast cancer awareness time. And I'll tell you, when we reach out to try to bring survivors that we've had in the past, we find the survival rates aren't what we want them to
Right.
be, and it's just so heartbreaking that, hey, let's call everybody to tell them about our event upcoming. Well, here's who's still with us.
Right.
And these, COVID did a toll. You couldn't go out if you were under chemo or anything like that. You really had to be on a lockdown in a different way, with different concerns. I get a little sick. They can, it's not a good thing. So
there's still a lot of work to do there.
There is, and aftercare for them is extreme, and it just never ends. And new people come in, and new people need love just the way the first ones did,
Right.
and it's ongoing. So it is what it is. So we have to keep putting on events like this, keep trying to make the support. And it's our duty. So we're glad to put on the MoCo Fashion Show at Timberline Crossing October 10th. That event will be a fashion show with the Heart and Mind and breast cancer awareness as its focus. You can get tickets on sale now. We'll have the link down below. And just a flashback to the Cajun Catfish Festival again. 2025's Conroe Cajun Catfish Festival is Friday and Saturday at the Montgomery County Fairgrounds here in Conroe, Texas. You can catch it out there. Tickets are on sale now for that as well. The Street Eats Food Truck Festival. September 27th, Candy Cane Park.
I'll be there.
And there is an army of food trucks going to be present. Yeah, that's me too. I am all about that. I feel like I'm getting home cooking when I get it out of this is good. I get it out of a food truck. We have a few artisan markets that happen regularly around the calendar. And regularly in our community, I get fresh eggs, I get fresh made breads, I can get it every single week. So some people will tell you that fresh bread won't last. Well, it won't last fresh on my counter very long either. We're going to eat it. Right. It's gone. It ain't sitting there for 7 days. And we got young people in the house and they're moving through, and everybody needs a lunch, everybody needs this. But I'll tell you, if you shop the way you eat in my house, it works. It works. I can get fresh eggs, fresh bread. I can get things made from scratch. I can get things that I know are quality done from folks right here in our community, not necessarily just Walmart. Right. And you can do this in downtown Conroe, recurring every week on Saturday. Main Street Market is at 301 North Thompson Street here in Conroe, Texas, every single Saturday, right downtown. Montgomery's Farmers Market is at KOA at the campgrounds, Highway 105 West from 9 to 12. You can catch them every Saturday. And that's at 19785 Highway 105 West. If you don't know the address, just KOA Campground Conroe, Montgomery, and you'll find it. That is ongoing. You can catch it out there. The Artisan Market Grand Central Park Conroe has one as well, and they're doing all these are free. All the artisan markets, of course, you just come on, walk in, come and go, grab something and leave. Get your eggs, get your cheese, your meat, your herbs, your spices, your
interesting little crafts,
whatever you want to get. And so this Grand Central Parks Conroe is at the Lake House, award-winning build out there from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. It'll be September 6th is the next event coming up. Come out and catch that one. And theirs is once a month. Right, so you catch once a month at Grand Central Park Conroe. The Artisan Market, Main Street Conroe downtown is every Saturday. KOA Campgrounds also every Saturday. Woo!
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot of cool little shops,
Yeah.
and there's no excuse not to have fresh produce, fresh fish, fresh meat, fresh grown stuff right here in town. Those options are there, and that's where you go to shop for your groceries.
Yeah.
And the produce is all over the place. Everything, you name it, and it's out there. I was cutting my own sprouts with scissors. Little broccoli bomb. They call them broccoli bombs. They look like alfalfa sprouts. It's great in a salad. My sandwiches. I get my real Dexter on with some alfalfa or some broccoli bombs. We're looking for more height, but not lettuce and tomato. The tomato keeps leaving me. And those broccoli bites and alfalfa sprout build traction in the sandwich where you can add a few more slices of your cold cuts. Yeah. Right on top. It works. But anyway, so we also have Ice House Conroe with on the 27th. They're doing a Wednesday bike and steak night, and I'm told this every Wednesday.
Oh wow!
So the bike and steak night events by Megan DeSegal and Texas Motorcycle Rides at the Ice House Conroe. You can catch that every Wednesday at the Ice House Conroe. Meet us for bike night, steak night, karaoke, amazing food and fun times. It reminds me every Tuesday, Papa's Steakhouse, a staple in our community out on 105 West. All right, before you get to the Lake Conroe, Texas, is still putting on that famous ribeye, that huge baked potato, all the toppings, a salad, and doing that out there lakeside. Every single Tuesday, you can come catch them out there. Catch Perry and those guys. Terry, I'd like to thank you for coming
absolutely.
on. I really would. I know you have a busy schedule over there, and I am so glad to see you next door and
Thank you for the invite.
reconnect.
Really
And
appreciate it.
man, I will pull your chain on the regular. You're not nonprofit guys. We need you all the time. You know, how much chickens do you need? Do you really want to know? You know, I mean, we're gonna feed the homeless today. You know, and tomorrow, the next day, and the next day, and then the day after that, and then the day after. Yeah, you get it. So it just doesn't stop, and you know, I don't want anyone to think that, you know, it's not about the ongoing, you know, anything other than that ongoing need, right? It is an ongoing, it's perpetual. And so is the light and the joy that we bring to the table to help support these folks. And we ask you for that support. You can reach down and follow the link down below. You can donate right here to Lone Star Community Radio, a 501c3 here in the community. Please feel free to buy us a cup of coffee, buy some of our swag. You know, we've got some of that down there and some links that you can support some of the people that support this program. Go out to Margaritaville. Let them know you saw them here on the program today. And Mr. Silva, you can call him and let them know. They like people that are supporting the causes that we think help our community. Book Morgan Ashley for an event. But folks, I want to thank you for watching the show. Thank Mr. Bryant for coming and joining us. Margaritaville for letting you come out to play. We'd also thank the Glass Guru here in Conroe, and everybody else had a part in bringing the show to the table today. Thank you so much. We'll catch you next week right here on the Texas Ticket.
So won't you kick your feet up if you have a minute?